Now, what I'm creating this example for is just I want you to see the debugging features. Now, sometimes we can't see what the problem is. We know there is a problem, but we don't know where it is. And this is a very, very small program. Now, when you're dealing with multiple hundreds of lines that have really like significant complication, it becomes very problematic to try to understand what the problem is. So there are debugging features that are part of the integrated environment, okay, that you can use in order to pause the execution of the program while it's running in order to examine it. Okay, so let's say I feel like there's a problem in this block here, or let me say I want to trace the execution of the lines one by one. Okay, so I'm gonna put a breakpoint here. You see, I clicked beside the line number. It created a breakpoint. Okay, now when I run the program in debug mode, so F5 to run the program in debug mode, let me just move this out of the way. So you see this little toolbar here that came up. So there's two things happen. That this little toolbar here and the side of the editor shows you some information you need to know about the program while it's running. Okay, so here you can see the local variables or any variables, local or global, and their values, so you can follow how they are changing. There is this watch feature that allow you to evaluate expressions independently, just for the sake of while you are tracing the code, you want to try to understand it. So you can have, let's say, I want to know what should be the result of this expression before I execute it. Okay, so I can put this expression here in the watch. So any expression, and then press enter, it will show me the value of the execution or the result of this expression. Okay, now, okay, is that what I expect? It is what I expect. Now I want to trace the code or execute the code line by line. All right, for careful examination. So you have this toolbar here. So this continue will jump, continue execution of the program, but I don't want to do that. I want to step. So there are two types of steps. There's a step over or step into, and that step into would be helpful if we have a function that we want to step inside. Okay, most of the time we can use the step over, so it will just move the execution one step. All right, and then I can keep executing one by one while watching what is happening and examining it. Now sometimes I need to skip, so let's say I already examined these four first conditions and I want to skip to line 13. So I can start the execution and debug. We will start here. And I can use the continue. We're almost done. So you see this continue? It's just, okay, I examined this part. I want to continue the execution of the program. So if there is another breakpoint, it will execute all the statements until the breakpoint and stops there. Okay? If there is no other breakpoints and I say continue, it will just continue execution until the end of the code. All right? So these are gonna be your friends while development. When things get complicated, they can be really, really helpful. All right, are there any questions before we conclude? All right, so that's all what we have today. We'll see you next time.